Hi there, it's Simone here. You might recognise me from Cherry Hinton Library from reading 52 stories. Sorry it's been a while, we've all been in this lockdown thing for quite some time and I was planning on doing this sooner rather than later, but life just keeps getting in the way. Anyway, I hope that you're all well and that you're all doing okay and that you're managing to have fun at home, and I just thought I'd come along and read you some stories like I normally do, but from the comfort of my own home instead of in the library. So, bear with me, I've not used this programme before to record myself, or many other programmes to be fair, and it could all go wrong, but it might not, so that's good. Anyway, I've got 4 books today with me to read you, and I'm going to start with a classic that everybody loves, or almost everybody loves. I've got to get it in the right place. It's Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. A favourite of mine when I was a child, a favourite of my children's, and now they're grown up, and hopefully it's a favourite of yours too. Where the Wild Things Are. And that's the first picture there. Oh, get it in the right place. You can see some of the monsters. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind, and another, scaring the dog, his mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. He doesn't look very happy about that, does he? That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines, and the walls became the world all around. Oh, there you go. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. And in and out of weeks and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. Until Max said, "Be still!" and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once, and they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. He's a bit scary. And they made him king of all the wild things. "And now," said Max, "let the wild rumpus start." Here they are. I can't see the screen when I'm looking, so there we are. Let's see, can you see this? There they are, making a racket and a rumpus. Shouting and jumping and yelling and looking at the moon. Hanging from the trees. Having all sorts of fun. And riding on their backs. They're all having a lot of fun. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. There he is, looking a little despondent. Then all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." Well, what did the wild things do? The wild things roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. Max stepped into his private boat and waved. "Goodbye." Wow. And he sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through a day. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. That's the back. I do love that one. It's a very good one.